Hey, welcome to my channel. This is Pam's Pennies, and what I talk about here is doing little things that make a big difference over time. All these little things that we can do to improve our lives are going to make a really big difference over time. And so that's what I'm going to talk about. And I know that pennies is referring to money, but in this case, it's just a representation of something small that you can do. So sometimes we'll talk about finances, but not just all the time. So today is day one, and I do really well with challenges. Like I did this challenge where I wore the same dress for 100 days, and I'll probably do a video about that someday. But the things that I learned during that 100-day challenge, I never would have guessed. It was life-changing. And I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel where I just kind of share the things that I do and the ways that I'm working to improve my life. And so I thought about, well, what's the best way to start? And in researching, I found two things that were absolutely consistent. One is to be yourself, and the other is to post consistently. So knowing that I do well with challenges, I decided I'm going to do a challenge as my very first YouTube thing. And so I am challenging myself to post every day the last 100 days of 2024. So that is starting on, I believe it's September 23rd. Yep, is the day that this will be posted. And I'm going to commit to posting a video every single day until the end of the year, and we'll see where it goes. The number 100 is not just a number that I picked randomly. I am actually planning to live to be 100. Now, I have no idea if that will happen. God only knows, and He knows what's best. But I'm going to do everything in my power to plan for that. Hang on a second, I gotta let in my kitty cat. Hey, do you wanna be on the video? So there'll probably be lots of interruptions like that. I keep the door to my office closed so that we don't have extra noise, but my cat likes to come in and out sometimes. So come here. Let me show you real quick. Come here. So this is my cat. Her name is Junie B, and she was named after the children's chapter book series, Junie B. Jones. So she is Junie B. Kitty, and the name suits her because she's kind of mischievous, and she's a mess, and she's spoiled, and we love her. And she likes attention. So, anyways, I am planning to live to be 100. Now, I don't want to be like a decrepit 100. I want to be a vibrant 100. But you can't start later. You got to start now. So, I've been thinking a lot about this. Like, how do I need to prepare? And I didn't just kind of like randomly come across this number. I actually read a book years ago when my kids were little. They're actually grown, both graduated from high school now. And so, but anyways, when they were little, we were in Raleigh or the Raleigh area, a little family trip to Raleigh. I'll let the cat back out. And we went to a used bookstore, and it was at a time when I was getting into healthy eating, and I came across this book by John Robbins called Healthy at 100. Healthy at 100. And it was like mind-blowing to me. Just some things I had not thought about, didn't know about. I was in my probably mid 30s at that time, mid to late 30s, and I'm 48 now. But the book talks about it goes through and kind of talks about various cultures where the people tend to live longer. Lots of people live to be 100. And cat wants in again, maybe. And they're like healthy at 100, still vibrant, still walking, climbing mountains, carrying water, being contributing members of society. And so they, have studied these people and kind of seen what they have in common. What do they eat? What is their lifestyle like? So it kind of goes through several of those different cultures. It talks about like the importance of our diet, of course. It talks about the importance of movement and like maintaining movement and why that's important for your body. It has a chapter called Keeping Your Marbles. I mean, what good is it to, be 100 if your body's healthy, you're still able to move, but you have lost your marbles. Your mind isn't there. And that is like the saddest thing to see. And there's so much dementia and Alzheimer's going on right now. And that is just so sad when somebody, like, they're still well enough, like they don't have cancer or like heart disease. They don't have anything that would like kill them, but except that they end up losing their mind, which then ends up taking their life. And it also talks about like the importance of maintaining your social life, your friends, your family, staying like active socially. And so this kind of gave me a lot to think about. Now, this was, 10 to 15 years ago that I got this book. But I have held on to it. Like, I have read many, many books. I have listened to many books on audio. I have watched countless YouTube videos, listened to dozens and dozens of podcasts on similar topics. But this was my first one. And so I actually hold on to this book. I am a total minimalist, I don't hang on to like all of the books. I don't need to. And I've like got the information in my mind. I don't go back and reread them usually, but I do have some books that I hang on to for sentimental reasons. And that is one of these, because this is one of the things that I hang on to for sentimental reasons. And so Healthy at 100 was a real inspiration to me and kind of started me on a path of reading other books that are similar. And we can talk about that another day. But so if I am planning to live to 100, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay? Don't know. Nobody knows. But I can at least plan with that in mind, because if I don't plan, then we're going to get there and not be able to enjoy it as much as I might have if I planned earlier. And all of the things that I would do to plan to be well when I am old are going to benefit me now. So why not live well in the present so that I can live well in the future? So I am a teacher by trade, and so I have my whiteboard here. I know this is like super low tech, but why not? So, and I love this style of brainstorming. I use this with my students all the time. So if we want to be healthy at 100, and I'm not taking these points like exactly from the book Healthy at 100, okay? It's just that I want to be healthy at 100, and so these are things that I need to be working toward. So we're going to put healthy at 100. Okay, what do we need to think about if we're going to be healthy at 100? What are the kind of like various aspects of healthiness that we need to be thinking about, working on, planning for? Okay, well, obviously we want to actually be physically healthy. Okay, we want to be mentally healthy. We want to still have all of our marbles. Okay, obviously we want to have enough money to see us through retirement and to live well, hopefully not worry too much. We don't need to go crazy. We don't need to go on year-long cruises around the world, but it would be nice to not have to worry. And so if we back it up and start planning for the future, that's going to be a whole lot better when we get there. So we want to be healthy financially. Okay, the book also mentions socially. Okay, so we want to maintain friendships and family. So we want to be healthy socially. Okay, and then we also, there's kind of like two parts of our like inner workings. There's like mentally, like the thinking and everything, but there's also our spirit. And so we need to make sure that our spirit is healthy. Now, I'm a Christian, and so I want to stay healthy spiritually with the Lord. Now, whatever that means to you, I'm just going to put spiritually. Okay? So these are all different aspects that I'm going to be exploring through this channel, and just little things that I'm doing day by day. Now, I am not perfect, okay? And the beautiful thing is that you don't need to be perfect. As long as you are like looking forward, you are always trying to take steps to move forward, to make progress. Little progress is still progress. Celebrate that little progress along the way. If you stumble, okay, if I miss spending time with the Lord a day, a week, a month, just don't beat myself up. Get back up on the horse, okay? If I miss, say, eating healthy every day, all day, trust me, that does not happen, okay? I'm not perfect. Let's make the next little choice healthy. Little tiny things, little habits that I have set up in my life and that I'm going to be trying to practice, that are going to just make it part of my lifestyle to be healthy and to plan for the future. Okay, so I won't go into any more detail about that. Let me just make sure that I've covered everything. Yeah, so we're going to be doing 100 days, the last 100 days of 2024. And we're going to end the year strong. I know that a lot of times people start challenges on January 1st, but I'm actually kind of flipping that, like giving myself a deadline. I read the book, The 12-Week Year, and it talks about packing in a lot into just 12-week segments, and that really spoke to me. So 100 days and 12 weeks is close to the same amount of time. Not exactly, but it's kind of close. So kind of like the last quarter of the year. Let's end the year strong. I'm going to by posting every day here. So what we're going to do at the end of every segment is you and I are actually going to practice 3 habits together. So if you do them with me, then you have actually done 3 good things for yourself that day. If we do it 100 days in a row, you have definitely set a pattern of some progress that you've made in your life. Okay, so the first habit that we're going to practice is some deep breathing. A lot of times we don't take in enough oxygen, and our body just really needs that oxygen. Our brain needs it, our blood needs it, it brings it to all of the various parts of our body, and we stay so tense, and a lot of times we breathe up here. And as a flute player, I had to learn not to breathe up here, but to breathe from my diaphragm. And my flute teacher in college actually had me lay on the ground with a book on my stomach. And as the book would rise and fall, if I was breathing properly, and if I wasn't, the book didn't move. And I've never forgotten that. So we are actually going to practice some deep breathing, and we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. So in, hold, out, hold. We'll do it 3 times, okay? Ready? Okay, now you may have seen my shoulders raise up a little bit. It is hard to deep breathe when you're like a little bit nervous about doing this on camera, but you get the idea, okay? So, and as we do practice, I think I'll get a little bit more at ease with doing it with you. So I hope that you did that with me. If not, do it later, okay? And you can, that's something you can do anywhere, waiting in line at the store. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do every time is we're going to drink water. How many of you get enough water every day? Yeah, not me. Okay, so I mean I do try, but I'll have another video about that. But we can all stand to drink more water. So I actually have a pint-sized mason jar here, and I collect mason jars. That's a post for another day. And I love this vintage style blue one. This is not actually vintage. This is one that they, the Ball Company put out as like a celebration of an anniversary that they had a few years ago. We'll have that on another day. But I'm going to drink this whole glass of water. And so I want you to pause this video, go get yourself a drink of water, a glass of water, and then we will drink it all down together. Okay, and then as we move forward, you might want to, like, when you are about to, like, if you're listening to the video, like on your phone, go ahead and get your water ready. Okay, all right, so go get it. All right, here we go. Almost there. Oh, halfway there. Now I'm almost there. All All right, here we go. It's done. I want to give credit to a YouTuber I like to watch. I think the channel is called Sage Life, and she talks about like extreme minimalism. I don't call myself an extreme minimalist, but she has some very interesting things that she talks about. And for the month of August, she actually was doing an audit on her life, and during each day that she posted, which was every day for the month of August, she actually wanted to improve her water intake, so she drank a full glass of water. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do is express gratitude. So we always want to have an attitude of gratitude. Even when things are going badly, I try really, really hard to see the good in what is happening. Okay, because it can always be worse, right? So if we have an attitude of gratitude, then it lifts our spirit. It helps us to be healthier, let's see, mentally, spiritually, even physically, because it lifts our spirit. It makes us feel better. Gives us a sunnier outlook if we are thinking about all the things that we have to be thankful for. So I am going to write it on this little piece of paper that I am thankful for good health, because if I want to be healthy at 100, starting at a baseline of good health is something to be thankful for, that I'm not having to like backpedal and regain what I have lost. So I'm very, very, very thankful for good health. Okay, so there we have it. And I am going to actually make a little link. All right. So I made a little link, and you'll see what I'll do with that on another day. Let's see here. Go ahead and just stick it there. Okay. So, if you did those things with me, then you did 3 good things for yourself. You have set in motion the beginnings of a pattern of some good habits: deep breathing, drinking more water, and expressing gratitude. So that's my 2 cents. What's yours? I would love to hear it in the comments. So I've got my little notes here so I don't forget what to say at the end. Like if you want to give me some encouragement. Subscribe if you want to come along with me on this journey. And I have a quote here from a comedian, Stephen Wright. And I watched some videos. He has very, very dry humor. But anyways, the quote was, I thought it was appropriate for what I do. If it's a penny for your thoughts and you put in your 2 cents worth, then someone somewhere is making a penny. So I have given you my 2 cents today on my hopes and dreams for this channel, and to be healthy as I age. And so I hope that it has been at least a penny worth wise wisdom for you and value. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.